Hello yogis, good morning. Welcome here at Aura 7 Activer. My name is Francesca and I'm gonna be your guide this morning. It's Wednesday morning here in California. Alright, so this morning we're gonna focus on our breath, connect to ourselves, connect our bodies and mind, connect our bodies, mind and soul. Alright, let's get going, my friends. We're gonna get started onto our backs. Come all the way down onto the mat, lay down. Bring the soles of the feet together, let your knees to fall out to the side. Tuck the chin to the chest. Place your hands, the left hand onto your heart, the right palm onto your belly. Closing the eyes, softening the eyelids. Softening the muscles around the jaw. Relaxing the teeth, allowing the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Softening the back body down into the mat, into the earth. And feeling that beautiful support underneath our bodies, feeling Mother Earth underneath you. Start to cultivate this connection with yourself, connection with your breath, and the connection with the universe right here. Letting go of the thoughts, turning inward. Start to explore the internal landscape, deepening the breath and slowing down the breath. Creating space in between every single breath. And then start to create space in between the thoughts. Taking a couple more conscious breaths here. Maybe taking your time to scan your body from the toes to the fingertips to the crown of the head. Being aware every single inch of your own body right here, right now. And take a deep inhale in through the nose. Fill up the lungs all the way to the top. Hold it at the top. Sip a little more in. Get slightly uncomfortable at the top. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth and sigh out. Release all that tension out of the body, out of the mind. One more time, just like that. Deep, conscious, rich inhale breath in through the nose. Filling up the body all the way to the top. Hold it at the top, sipping more and more in. Getting slightly uncomfortable and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Audible exhale. Let it out, let it go. Seal the lips, continue the breath in and out through the nose. Gently turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left. And close your knees like you're closing a book. Now hug the knees to your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Keep tucking the chin to the chest, gazing down towards the knees. And then draw some circles with the knees to the left, to the right. Maybe reverse the circles, circle the knees to the opposite direction. And then hug the knees back to your chest. Extend the left leg forward, pull the right knee into the right shoulder socket. Point the right toe and flex the left foot. Press the back of the left knee down to the mat as you tuck the chin to the chest. Pull the right knee out to the side, avoid the ribcage, pull it into the shoulder socket. Deep inhale, exhale. Bring the right leg over to the left. Go pulse the right arm and gaze gently over the right shoulder. And instead of pushing the right knee down to the mat, see if you can just let the gravitation gently pull it down. And anchoring the right shoulder down to the earth as you gaze to the right. And come back to center. Pull both knees to the chest to neutralize the spine. Slowly reach the right leg forward, flex the right foot and pull the left knee into that shoulder socket. Point the left toe, flex the right foot, push the back of the right knee down to the mat. Deep inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. As you exhale, assist the left leg over to the right, gaze over to the left. Go pulse the left arm, and again, instead of pushing the right knee down to the mat, see if you can just let the gravitation slowly pull it down, and keep the left shoulder heavy onto the mat. Come back to center. Come into a gentle happy baby. Maybe just grab behind the knees. Pulling the knees into the shoulder sockets as you stack the ankle joints right over the knee joints. Now maybe if you feel ready for that, and you can keep the whole spine, including the lower back and the back of the neck, down onto the mat, then reach from the inside of the knees, grabbing the outer arches of the feet. Stay in here in your happy baby. Soften the corners of the lips. Maybe find a little smile here. And gently hug the knees back to the chest, giving yourself a squeeze, a hug. Grab behind the knees, rock and roll back and forth a couple times onto your mat. And cross the ankles, make your way all the way into a tabletop position. Coming to all fours, hands down to the mat. Go through a couple cats and cows. And if you like to add any other movements, maybe swaying the hips to the right, to the left. Maybe drawing some circles, some waves with the body. Shifting forward, maybe finding a child's pose. Maybe tucking the chin to the chest, maybe gazing up. Find any natural organic movements to wake up the spine, the neck, the shoulders, the wrists, the hips. And find a neutral tabletop position. Keep the neck long, point the toes back. Now lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Point, flex the foot, circle out the ankle to the right, to the left. Point the right toes back. Lift the right leg more from the right inner thigh. As you make your right leg straight and strong, pull the belly in, lengthen out from your lower back. Lift up from the shoulders, shift the body weight to the right palm, and lift the left arm forward, bicep to the ear, thumb towards the sky. Find more length. It doesn't matter how high you can lift the right leg, but still feel that length from the right big toes all the way to the left pinky. Deep, slow inhale, exhale. Pull the elbow and knee to touch underneath your body. We're going to stay here for a little bit. So push the earth away with the right palm. Lift up from the right shoulder. Tuck the chin to the chest. Really engage your core. Inhale. Slowly come back to extension. Find maybe 1 more inch of length through the spine. And as you exhale, bend your back leg. Sweep the left fingertips back. And kick into your palm. Find that tiger pose. Lift up from the right shoulder. Roll the left shoulder back. Start to lift up the gaze. Open up. And slowly release it down. Come back onto your hands and knees. Pull the belly in, lift up the front ribs away from the mat. Reach the left leg back behind you, point, flex the toes. Circle out the ankle if you need it, maybe bend the knee. Circle out through the hips. And when you're ready, point the left toes back. Lift the left leg from the left inner thigh. Make the left leg strong, lengthen out from your lower back. So it's not about the height and dropping the belly down. It's finding a nice long spine, pulling the belly in. Then shift the body weight all the way to the left palm and reach the right arm forward. Bicep to the ear, thumb towards the sky. Neck is long. Taking a deep, slow inhale. And then slowly start to bring the elbow and knee to touch. Hold it here. Round through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Push the earth away with the left palm. Lift up from the left shoulder. Hold. Then inhale. Slowly come back to your extension. Reach and lengthen. Bend your back leg. Sweep the right fingertips back. Kick into your palm. Kick a little bit more. Lift up the left leg. Roll the right shoulder back. Take a deep inhale. Slowly exhale. Release it down. Come on back. Tabletop position. Walk your hands just a couple inches more forward. Keep your palms shoulder distance apart. Roll the tricep muscles down. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips high. Finding your downward facing dog. Soften both knees. Lift the tailbone high. Gaze back towards the feet. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your heels are hiding behind your toes. You're pressing down to the toe mound, so your toes are actually nice and light here. And your heels don't have to touch the mat. You can soften the knees and keep the heels away from the mat. In fact, that's what I'm choosing today to protect my slightly injured right hamstring muscle. The one thing I want you to focus is a nice long spine. So pull the belly button into the spine. Lengthen out from your lower back. And instead of letting the chest to drop down to the mat, lift the chest, wrap the tricep muscles down, spin the biceps to the ceiling, and keep the spine as long as you can. Now walk your hands just a little closer to your feet. And we're going to twist it out as you reach the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Soften the knees and maybe pull the upper body closer to the lower body. Maybe bending the right elbow and gazing underneath the left armpit. Release, come back to center, right palm down. Reach the left arm to the outside of the right leg. Turn and twist in your torso. Bending the left elbow. Reach underneath or gaze underneath the right armpit as you pull the upper body closer to the lower body. Then release it down and walk your hands all the way back to your feet, finding your ragdoll uttanasana. Keeping the feet at least hip distance apart, maybe a little wider, all the way mat distance apart. Grabbing onto opposite elbows. Swaying the upper body to the left, to the right, softening the knees, being gentle with yourself. Align the crown of the head to melt down to the earth as you gaze back in between the shins. lengthening through the back of the neck, maybe shifting the body weight a little more closer into the toe mats. Release the hands down to the mat, finding a twist here. Bend your left leg, left fingers under the left shoulder and reach your right arm high to the sky. Find a nice long spine, deep inhale, bend your top arm and reach back behind your back. Roll the right shoulder up to the ceiling, gaze up, lengthen through the neck, pull the belly in. Inhale your right arm high, exhale, release, switch to the other side. Right fingertips down, bend your right knee deeply. Straight out to the left leg and reach the left arm high to the sky. First, find length through the spine as you reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend your top arm, reach back behind your back. Roll the left shoulder to the ceiling, focus on the breath. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale your left arm high to the sky. Exhale, release it down to the mat. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Drop the hips aligned with the knees like you're trying to sit down on a mini chair. Shift the body weight back to your heels. Keep the fingertips down to the mat. Keep the spine long, or maybe start to lift the arms up and away from the mat as you drop the belly in between the inner thighs. Reach the arms forward, neck is long. Reach the sit bones back, reach the fingers forward. Lengthen out through the whole spine. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. You're going to walk out back into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Bringing the shoulders right over the wrists, spreading the fingers, pull the belly in. Lift the thigh bones away from the mat as you sprint the triceps back and spin the biceps forward. Your chest, the middle part of your chest, your sternum is reaching forward, but keep wrapping the outer armpits back towards the heels. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. You can hold it here or shifting the body weight to the right palm, bring the left palm by your hip. Hold it here. Lift up from the right shoulder, lift up from the right wrist. Then bring the left palm down to the mat. Shift the body weight over to the left palm without twisting the hips. Reach your right arm back by your side, by your hip. Lift up from the left wrist, left shoulder, left elbow joint. Pull the belly in. Then bring the right palm back down to the mat. Lower down all the way onto your belly. Bring the arms by your side. Turn the palms down, thumbs out. Press into the tops of your feet. Lift up just the kneecaps away from the mat. Now keep your neck long. Deep, slow inhale. And then slowly start to lift the chest up and away from the mat as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now lift up the fingers away from the mat. Reach the fingers back to your heels. Keeping the legs engaged, especially your glutes engaged. Start to lift the toes away from the mat, the feet away from the mat. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Lift the leg from the inner thighs. Deep, slow inhale. Interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest a little higher, but keep the neck long. Then release the hands down next to your floating ribs. Press the feet down to the mat and rise up into an upward facing dog. Maybe then lift up the thighs and knees away from the mat. As you lengthen through the spine, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come high to the sky. 3 slow breaths in your down dog. Slow it down. Reconnect with your breath, reconnect with yourself. This time is about you, so focus on you. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, come into an Tadasana, halfway lift. Maybe soften the knees. Reach the crown of the head forward. Your hands can be on the shins or maybe down onto the mat. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, fold nice and deep as you maintain all that length you just created in your spine. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead as you rise up, lift up. Hands come back to your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Belly strong, come on down. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Lower down slowly with your knees can come down to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into down dog. 3 breaths again in your down dog. Slow it down. Use your down dog as a moment of reconnecting to you, to your breath, to the moment. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift up the arms, keep the belly strong, root down to the feet. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, gaze forward, lift up your heart. Exhale, keep the flat spine as you step back, high plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Slowly inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Keep your eyes open, keep your drishti, your gaze at one spot. Keep your focus inward. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your heart, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Good, now this time, inhale, lift up the arms. Grab onto your left wrist, tuck the tailbone under, root down to your feet. Now before you're going to lean to the right, see if you can pull out, lift up from your lower back, like you're trying to reach the left fist all the way to the ceiling, keeping all that length, lengthen it out from your lower back. Start to lean over to the right. Start to push the hips over to the left. And instead of falling forward, letting the chest to fall forward, stack the left shoulder on top of the right shoulder. Then lift the chin away from the chest. Keep the neck nice and long. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, go deeper. 3 more breaths here. Engage the legs, lift up the kneecaps. Deep inhale. Exhale, go deeper. Deep inhale. Exhale, go deeper and hold. Then come back to center. Grab onto your right wrist. Same thing here. Root down to the heels. Engage the core. Engage the glutes. Lift up from the waistline. Pull the right wrist all the way to the ceiling. Then exhale. Start to pull the wrist all the way to the left. Push the hips to the right. Lift the chin away from the chest. Stack the shoulders on top of each other. Deep inhale. Exhale, go down. Deep inhale. Exhale, go down. One more time. Deep inhale. Exhale, go down and hold it there. Legs are engaged. Stack the shoulders. And come on back to center. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Feet are parallel. Place your hands onto your lower back sacrum. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then slowly start to push the hips forward. Still keep the engagement in your core. Keep the engagement in your glutes. Even your thighs. Feel your heels being heavy. And as you slowly push the hips forward, you're going to feel how your chest is opening up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen through the back of the neck. And slowly come on back up. Bring your feet together. Inhale. Lift up the arms. Gaze up. Exhale. Fold forward. Soften the knees if you need that. Inhale. Lift up your heart. Exhale. Step back into a high plank pose. Bring your feet together. Side plank Vashisthasana. Left arm high, right arm down. Maybe gaze up if it's okay with your neck. But feel how you keep it all 4 corners of your neck nice and long. Your neck is part of your spine. It's participating in the whole movement. Lift up from your right shoulder, right wrist. Deep inhale. Exhale, come on back. Holding your high plank or maybe lower down into your Chaturanga. Press it back, feet together. Roll to the other side, right arm high. Left arm down, flex the feet. Activate the legs, activate the glutes. Pull the belly in, deep inhale. Exhale, hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale, hold it here. Good, come on back to center, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg halfway up. Exhale, pull the right knee to the right tricep. And squeeze it in. Just hold. See if you can touch the right tricep. Reach the chest forward. Keep your left leg nice and strong, lifting the left kneecap away from the mat. Inhale, your right leg high to the sky, point the toe lifted nice and high. Exhale, cross it underneath the body and touch the left tricep. See if you can touch the left elbow, left tricep with the right knee. Hold it here, steady hold. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it here, exhale, one more round. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it here, exhale, inhale. Right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through the lunge. Keep your back heel lifted. Come up onto your fingertips, then fly the arms back behind you. Turn the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the right hip back, keep the left leg long. Neck is long, breath is on. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Release the left palm down onto the mat, or maybe use a block if you need that underneath the left palm, and reach the right arm high to the sky. Pull the right hip back. Point the center of the left heel straight back behind you. Trap onto the right fingers, make sure that the extension of the right side shoulder, right side chest. Pull the belly in as you lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, twist and turn. Release the right fingertips down, set up the back foot for warrior one. Seal your back heel down. Maybe create a little bit of a distance in between the front heel and the back heel. Pull the right hip back, strong core, inhale, lift up, warrior one. Bhujangasana A. Turn the left hip forward, pull the right hip back. Engage your back leg, push the back heel down to the mat. Then pull the belly into the spine, lift up from your lower back. And then pull the ribs towards each other. Engage the upper core muscles to keep the spine as long as you can. Deep inhale, exhale, arms by your side. Lean forward, push the back heel down. Reach with the chest forward, neck is still long. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Hold it here, exhale. One more time, deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Sit down nice and deep into your warrior two. Point the right knee forward, turn the back toes in. Now this time you can come to more like a heel to heel alignment. It's a little bit simpler and easier here for your hips. Turn the back toes inward, and the same angle you're turning the back toes inward, you're rotating the left hip more forward. Your right knee points straight forward, and instead of leaning forward in your warrior two, bring the crown of the head right over the sit bones. Deep, slow inhale, maybe dropping the right thigh one deeper, feeling more like you're softening the right knee forward by softening the right inner thigh forward. Flip your right palm and reverse your warrior. Deep inhale. Lengthen out from your lower spine. Exhaling, kneel the hands down to the mat. Pause in your high plank position. Come down onto your elbows, forearm plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Now we're going to work a little bit on our core. Inhale, reach forward, come onto the tippy toes. Exhale, pull the heels back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, push the heels back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, push it back without letting the belly to drop down to the mat at all. You're keeping the core super strong. Deep inhale and exhale slowly with the breath. Don't rush it. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good job. Come back to center. Walk the toes in towards the elbows and see if you can lift up both forearms away from the mat and at the same time coming to a downward facing dog, or one at a time. Back into your down dog. Inhale your left leg halfway up, point the left toes down to the mat. Exhale, pull the left knee to the left tricep and then see if you can touch that left tricep and steady hold here. Inhale, your left leg comes high to the sky, point it all the way to the ceiling, open it up. Exhale, touch the right tricep. See if you can touch the right elbow, right tricep, hold. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, pull the knee to your nose, step it all the way through, coming to a low lunge. Keep the back heel lifted. Come on onto your fingertips. Pull the left hip back, then float the arms by your side. Keep the left hip hugging back into the center line. Turn the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen through the neck. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Keep the belly strong, inhale. And as you exhale, release the right palm down, maybe a block underneath the right palm, and lift the left arm to the sky. Pull the belly in. Now as you twist, you may let the right heel to fall out to the side and you can twist a little deeper. Instead of that, point the right heel straight back. Keep that nice long energy line through the body. Then soften the belly button and twist in your torso. Deep inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release the left fingertips down. Set up the back foot for that warrior one. Maybe create a hip distance apart in between the heels. As you seal the back heel down, pull the left hip back. Straighten out through the right leg. Turn on the core muscles and inhale. Lift up the chest, warrior one. Start to feel your hips. Turn the right hip forward, pull the left hip back. Root down to the center of the right heel as you lift the right inner knee away from the mat. Now pull the belly into the spine, lift up from the waistline. Pull the ribs towards each other. Really feel the engagement in the whole core as it supports your spine. Bring the arms by your side, turn the palms forward. Then as you pull the left hip back, turn the right hip forward, reach the chest forward. Neck is still long. Your sternum, your chest is the one that's reaching forward. Pulling the left hip back, rooting down to the right heel. Couple breaths here. Focusing on the breath. Deep inhale. Feel the energy in the back heel. Lifting the right inner knee away from the mat. Feel that stretch all the way through the entire right leg. The back of the right leg. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Adjust your feet. Now you can create that heel to heel alignment. Soften the shoulders away from the ears and reach the fingers away from each other. Now find your torso, the upper body, right in the center instead of leaning forward or back. Bring it right, the crown of the head is right over the tailbone. Soften the left knee forward, soften the left inner thigh forward, but keep hugging the left outer hip back. Finding that ease, finding that effort in the same time. In each inhale, you lengthen through the spine. With each exhale, you softening the left knee more forward. Flip the left palm and reverse your warrior. Reach back, lift up from the left side waist. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Pause in your high plank pose. Come on down onto your forearms, onto your elbows. Bring your feet together. Roll to the outer arch of the right foot. Keeping the right elbow down. Lift the left arm to the sky. Squeeze onto the outer hips. Flex your feet. Lift up from the right shoulder. Reach the energy to the left fingers. Come back to center. Steady, slow. Elbows down, forearms down. Feet together. Slowly turn the left fingers in. And reach the right arm high to the sky. Flexing the feet. Now your right hip, your top hip wants to fall back. Stack it on top of the left hip. It's going to be a little more difficult, a little more challenging for your core, for your oblique. Neck is long. And slowly come on back onto your forearms. Walk the toes in, dolphin pose. And maybe try again. Lift both forearms away from the mat in the same time. Coming into downward facing dog. Or maybe one at a time, that's fine too. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Seal the lips. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, or the halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, chair pose with Tadasana. Lift up the arms. Find a nice deep chair pose. Drop the thigh bones nice and deep. Reach the arms up. Turn the pinkies towards each other. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. Deep inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to go eagle on the left side. So start to wrap the left arm underneath the right arm. Left elbow under the right elbow. You can catch opposite shoulders or find a full eagle. Left elbow under the right elbow. Then stay down deep. Body weight shifts over to the right leg and you lift the left leg up and wrap the left leg over the right leg. Find a kickstand, perfectly fine. Find a bind, full bind. Now squeeze the outer hips together, squeeze the inner thighs together, pull the belly and lift up from the waistline, then lean back more. Lift the elbow all the way shoulder height and lengthen through the spine. Deep, slow inhale. Stay down deeper as you exhale. Slowly start to lean forward. Bring the elbows to your knees, around through the upper spine. Find your drishti, find your gaze. Then keeping your eagle arm, lift up the chest just halfway. Unbind your left leg and send the left leg back for an eagle arm airplane. Soften the standing leg as much as you need it. Lift the straight left leg behind you and lift it from the left inner thigh. Deep, slow inhale, bend your front leg, step back into warrior one with eagle arm, and reach the arms to the ceiling. Slow, deep inhale, and maybe bend your front knee a little bit more as you exhale. Release the arms, interlock the hands behind your back, lift up your chest, lift up your gaze, exhale, start to lean forward, pause at halfway, pull the right hip back, root down to the center of the left heel. Then you can decide to stay right here or maybe lean more forward, turn to the side, hook the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee, and let the crown of the head to bow down to the earth. Slow, deep inhale through the nose, and exhale out through the nose. Good, release the hands all the way down to the mat. Spin the back heel up, And then start to walk your right foot to the right edge of the mat. So both hands come to the inside of the right foot. You're in a runner's lunge here. Hold it here in your active runner's lunge, keeping the left knee lifted, keeping the hands, the palms down onto the mat. Then slowly drop the left knee down to the mat, point the left toes back. We're gonna find a twist here. Reach the right arm back. And if you like, you can bend your left leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. You can also roll to the outer arch of the right foot, and then let the right knee to fall out to the side. You release the back foot. Bring the hands back to center, both to the inside of the right foot. You can choose to come down onto your elbows. If you're down onto your elbows, you can choose to keep the left knee down to the mat, or you can tuck the left toes under and lift the left knee away from the mat. And if that goes well, you can start to shimmy the right shoulder underneath your right knee, and then maybe walk the hands out to the side, maybe come onto your spider fingers. You can try to lift the fingers away from the mat and balance here, or maybe you're going to bring the hands behind your back and find a bind. And slowly release, coming back onto your hands. Find your way back into a down dog, maybe go into a vinyasa, skipping the vinyasa, simply stepping back into your downward facing dog. All the way back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, audible exhale. Like that, let it go. Good inhale, gaze forward, exhale, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, or the halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down deep in your chair. Drop the thighs deep down towards the mat. Shift the body weight back to your heels. Pull the belly in. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. You're going to go eagle on the right side this time. So swing the right arm underneath the left arm. Cross the right elbow under the left elbow. Find the opposite shoulders or find your full eagle bind. Sit down deep, shifting the body weight to the left leg, pick up the right foot, wrap it around the left leg, find your kickstand or maybe find a full bind. Squeeze the inner thighs together, tuck the tailbone under, pull the lower belly into the spine, lift the elbows all the way shoulder height. Lean back, recruit your core muscles to lean back even more. Focus on the breath, but focus on the center of the body. Then slowly start to lean forward and bring the elbows down onto your knees. Round to the upper spine, maybe then gaze down onto the mat. Keep your arms in the eagle position as you lift up the chest. Slowly start to unbind your right leg and send it back behind you for an eagle arm airplane. You can soften your standing left leg as much as you need it. Stretch your right leg back. Try to make the right lifted leg as straight as you can. Then soften your left knee and arrive back in warrior one as you still keep that eagle arm. Lift the chest up. Drop the left thigh bone deep. Find that back bend. Release the arms. Inhale. Lift it all the way up, warrior one. Then exhale. Bring the arms by your side. Interlock the hands behind your back. Place the opposite index finger on top. Lift up the chest. And as you exhale, start to lean forward. Fix your hips. Pull the left hip back. Turn the right hip forward. Root down through the center of the right heel. Lengthen through the neck. You can choose to stay here. Or slowly maybe start to come down. Bring the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. For that, you may have to turn your chest to the right. But then you're humbling all the way down. See if you can turn the chest back down towards the earth. Pull the left hip back. Root down to the center of the right heel. And then inhale. Slowly release. Bring the hands down to the mat, to the inside of the left foot. Toe heel the left foot all the way to the left edge of the mat. Bringing both palms to the inside of the left foot. Keeping the right leg active for the first couple of breaths. Feeling the energy from the back heel all the way to the crown of the head. Lifting the right kneecap away from the mat. Reaching your sternum forward. Good. Then drop the back knee down to the mat, the right knee down to the mat. From here, you're going to go into a little twisting. Reach the left arm back. Bend your right leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. You can also roll to the outer arch of the left foot as you let the left knee to fall out to the side. Deep inhale and exhale. Then release, come back. Bring the hands back to the inside of the left knee. Then you can come down onto your forearms, coming more into that lizard pose here. You can choose to keep the right knee down onto the mat, or you can choose to pick up the right knee away from the mat, activate this lizard pose. And you can also go, shimmy the left shoulder underneath the left knee, maybe come onto your fingertips, maybe try to find a little fly the arms, or maybe find the bind behind your back. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Good, slowly release. Make your way back into a down dog, maybe through a vinyasa, maybe skipping that vinyasa. Back into downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, Tadasana, lift up the arms. Drop the thighs nice and deep. Lift up the arms. Bring the hands to your heart center. Sit down deeper. Then twist. Hold the the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Drop the sit bones deeper. Drop the thighs deeper. Press the knuckles together and twist. Now gaze down to your right big toe. And see if you can pick up the left foot. Like a little flamingo balance there. Then slowly with control, send the left leg back behind you. And come into a twisted lunge. Point the left heel straight back. Reach your chest, reach the crown of the head forward. Again, find that long line from the back heel all the way to the crown of the head. Press the palms together and twist. Your hands down to the mat. Step back, go through a vinyasa, high to low plank. Make your way back into your downward facing dog. Deep, slow inhale. Audible exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, lift up the arms. Sit down deep, hands at your heart, lean forward. Then twist to the left. Press the palms together. Right elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee. Drop the sit bones deep. Lengthen through the neck. Soften the muscles around the face. Focus on the breath. Nothing else, just you and your breath right here, right now. Gaze down into the left big toe. Pick up your right foot like a little flamingo. Balance, then slowly with control, send the right leg back. Step back into that lunge. Point the right toes back behind, the right heel back behind you. Straighten through the right leg. Pull the left hip back. Press the index finger knuckle together. And then twist. 3 more breaths. Good, hands down to the mat. Step back into a high plank pose. Come on down onto your forearms this time. Keep your elbows and your wrist in one line. They're all in shoulder distance apart. And start to walk your toes in towards the elbows. Dolphin pose. Like a hold here in your dolphin. You can choose to start to lift the right leg up and away from the mat and switch to the left. You can also go into a little arm balance. Pincha Mayurasana, forearm balance. Pressing down through the forearms, lifting the legs up. Let's see if you can balance there. Slowly make your way back. Dolphin pose. Walk out. Down dog in a forearm plank position. And come on all the way. Sphinx pose. Press down through the forearms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Now activate through the legs. Deep inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Good, then stretch back into child's pose. Bring the knees wide. Bring the big toes to touch. Drop the forehead down to the mat. I'm going to open a little window here. I'm doing some hot yoga. Perfect. And stay in your child's pose. Gaze up to your fingers, walk the hands all the way to the right. And come back to center, walk the hands all the way to the left. And come back to center. Rise back up onto your hands and knees. Now walk your hands forward, puppy pose. Keep the knees underneath the hips. Dropping the chest down to the earth. Maybe lift the chin and gaze forward. Maybe keeping the forehead down to the mat. Good, rise back up. Come back into a downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Point the toe, lift it nice and high. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Maybe flip your dog if you like. Come into a wild thing. And come back. Reach the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Squeeze it and hold it there at a Chaturanga push-up. Maybe adding a little hurdler pose. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the right leg forward, low lunge. Drop the left knee down. Half split or full split pose. So as you guys know, I'm a fan of the blocks. Flex the right foot. Coming to your half split, pulling the right hip back into its socket. Lengthen out from your lower back or go into a full split pose if that serves you better this morning. Focusing on the breath. Now rebend your right leg. Coming into a half pigeon pose or choose a different hip opener and start on the right side. Opening the right side hip. Point the left toes back. Lift up the chest deep. Inhale. Exhale, start to walk forward. Come down onto your forearms. Maybe bring the chest all the way down to the mat. Slow deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. 3 more breaths. Allow the openness to happen. Allow the hips to open up. Allow the muscles to soften around the hips. Trusting in the process. Without rushing it, without pushing it. Just allowing that to happen. You want to come on back onto your palms. Make your way back into down dog. You can go through an optional vinyasa. You can keep the right leg lifted if you want to do that. If you do that. And then make your way back eventually into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high to the sky. Point the toe, lift it nice and high. Bend the knee, stack the hips, circle out the knee. Or maybe flip your dog. You did that on the other side. Reach the left arm up and over, lift up the hips. Make your way back, 3-legged down dog. Left leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the left knee to the left tricep. Hold it here, bend the elbows or maybe come into your hurdler pose. Left leg high to the sky, inhale. Exhale. Step it all the way through. Low lunge. Then from here, you're going to come down, right knee comes down to the mat. Half split pose on the left side. You can choose the 2 blocks, framing the left shin bone. Maybe you don't need the blocks, just hands down into the mat. But wherever you are, see if you can work on lengthen through the spine. And also flex the left foot towards the face. So you're not just stretching out your hamstring, but you're also stretching out the calf muscle as well. Slow deep inhale. And exhale. Rebend the left leg. And we're going to come into a half pigeon on the left side. Unless you choose a different hip opener, then you do a left side hip opener. It can be a double pigeon, Bhujangasana, simple cross-legged forward fold. Laying down onto your back and doing a figure 4. Well, whichever pose you're choosing, make sure you can focus onto the breath. Just simply start to soften the muscles around the left hip joint. Softening the muscles around the face, around the eyelids, around the forehead. Relaxing your teeth. Let's see if you can sink a little deeper into this posture. Three more conscious, slow breaths. In and out through the nose. When you're ready, when you feel balanced, slowly come on back onto your palms and make your way back into a downward facing dog. You can add another vinyasa. You can skip the vinyasa, making your way back all the way to your down dog. And inhale, come forward into a high plank position. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Press the feet down, lift up the kneecaps and start to peel your chest away from the mat. Neck is long, gaze is down at one spot. Squeeze the shoulder blades, little to no weight in those palms. You're spinning the inner thighs towards the ceiling, rolling the outer thighs down, pressing the feet down to the mat. Exhale, release it down, gaze to the right, arms by your side, big toes to touch, heels falling out to the side. And come back to center, arms by your side, turn the palms down, lift up the chest away from the mat, squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten out through the arms, lift up the feet away from the mat, then float the arms away from the mat, palms away from the mat, reach the fingers towards the toes, towards the heels, lift everything up, but find more length through the spine, find more length through the back of the neck, interlock the hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift everything up, hold it here or maybe bend your legs. Grab your feet or ankle and kick into your palms, floor below. And slowly release. Gaze to the left, big toes to touch. Right cheek comes down to the earth. Close your eyes. Bring the chin back to center. Rise up all the way onto your knees. Camel pose, Ustrasana. So I'm going to offer a couple different options. You can do camel with blocks around the heels, even the toe blocks, so that's going to really help you to get closer to your heels. That's a nice elevation. You can do a little bit less of an elevation without the blocks, so just simply tucking the toes under so your heels are higher than they were before. And of course, you can do a regular variation when your feet are flat. And again, you don't even have to touch your heels. You can just place the hands onto your hips and keep the hands onto your hips the whole time. So start going back by placing the hands onto your lower back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now squeeze your glutes, lift up from your lower back. Keep that engagement, but let the breath to still flow through the body, right? Push the hips forward, lengthen out from your lower back. Good, squeeze the shoulder blades, gaze up to the ceiling. And yes, this is already camel, so this feels right, this feels enough, you stay right here. And if you feel like you have more room, maybe tucking the toes under, reaching down through your heels. And then when you find the connection, push the hips more forward. And then find a nice opening through the chest. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Support your lower back. Come on all the way back into standing position. Come on down onto your mat. Bring the knees together, the heels together. Drop the belly onto the thighs as you bring the forehead down to the mat and turn the palms to the ceiling, soften the shoulders down towards the earth. Lift up your chest. Rise up. Sit down onto your mat. Reach your right leg forward, your left sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Press the left knee away from you. Open it up through the left inner thigh, inner growing. Inhale, lift up the arms, turn over your right leg, and exhale, fold over your right leg. Now lift up the chest, lift up from the waistline, reach the chest forward, and exhale, melt, fold forward. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. And again, it doesn't matter how deep you go into this posture. What matters is how do you feel here. Instead of forcing, can you allow things to happen naturally, organically, without forcing, not to compare yourself to anyone, not even yourself from yesterday. Every day is different, so feel the body right here, right now. Then gently switch, lift up the chest, bring the left leg out to the side, so the right foot comes into the left inner thigh. First, just gently push the right knee away from the body, Lift up from the waistline, flex the left foot to the face. Inhale the arms up, turn over the left leg, and exhale, fold all the way over your left leg. Lift up the chest. Reach the sternum forward, lift up from your lower back. Soften the right knee down, soften the right shoulder down to the mat. And exhale, fold and mat. And try to find balance in the body. Go as deep as you were able to go on the other side. And come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees to fall out to the side. You decide you can bring the heels away from the body for a little bit more gentle Bhujangasana. You can pull the heels all the way towards the chest. Towards the sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gently tuck the chin to the chest. So the whole spine is nice and long. You can stay here, right here. You don't even have to move. If you like to move forward, see if you can reach with the sternum forward. Can you keep the lower back straight and long? Keep leaning forward, pulling the chest forward. And then eventually when you feel like this is it, this is my max, and slowly start to soften the forehead down towards the toes. Maybe using the elbows to gently push the knees out to the side. Inhale, lift up the chest. Extend the legs all the way forward. Grab the flash from underneath you. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift up the arms. Soften the knees as much as you need to create a perfect L shape with the body, especially with the chest. Lifting up from the lower back. Deep inhale, exhale, lean forward. Grab your shins, ankles, toes, feet, whatever is available. If you're super stretchy, you can always place a block in the soles of the feet and then bring the heels around the block. I won't do it today, my hamstring. So you can grab it like that and pull yourself closer, or you can also grab a strap if you feel more tired today. That's what I'm going to choose today. So grab a strap, place it around the feet, flex the feet like you're stepping on a paddle with those feet, and then slowly pulling the chest closer. You don't need to have to round through the spine. In fact, I'm going to choose today to keep my spine long and just gently pulling my straight chest forward. Good job. Slowly release. Bend your knees, soles of the feet down into the mat. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll down all the way to the earth, to the mat. Hug the knees to your chest and come into a last happy baby pose here. And then you can grab onto your big toes this time and maybe stretch one leg out to the side. And then the other leg out to the side, or both legs out to the side. Bring the knees back to your chest. Come into a plow pose. Reach the legs behind your back. If your toes are touching the mat, you can interlock the hands behind your back, or just keep supporting the lower back. And again, a good place to use a block. Maybe your feet are not quite down onto the mat, so you use a block there. You can place the feet onto the block. Maybe bending the knees, coming into an ear pinning posture. And support the lower back. Slowly, gently come on down all the way onto your mat. Stretch the legs in front of you. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Let the toes to fall out to the side. Separate your feet at least mat distance apart. Maybe one wider. You can bring the arms by your side. Turn the palms up. You can turn the palms down if you're looking for more rooting down sensation. Feeling the earth beneath you. And you can also bring the arms out to the side. Wherever you are, whatever position you chose for yourself, start to feel the connection with the universe through your breath. First, maybe just start with yourself, feeling the connection with yourself. Just simply after 50-60 minutes, focusing on your breath, connecting to yourself, letting go of your thoughts, makes you so much more connected. So use that energy and connect to the outside world. Softening the muscles around the face, around the jaw. Softening the toes, the fingers, the legs, the arms, the belly. of the breath control. Just take rest. Everything around you is just simple vibration. You're not attached to any noise, any sounds, any actions around you. You're only feeling your own breath. If today you need a little longer meditation, stay in your Shavasana for a little longer, please stay here. Otherwise, gently turn the head to the right, gently turn the head to the left, gently move the fingers, the toes, and slowly hold the knees to your chest, give yourself a nice big squeeze, nice big hug, maybe we're lifting the forehead all the way to the knees. Then roll over to your left or right side, then gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sukhasana. Cross the shins, sit down onto your mat. Bring your hands to your heart. With your thumb, touch your beating heart. Feel yourself being alive. Be grateful for that. With gratitude in your heart, in your soul, slowly lift the thumbs in between the eyebrows. Pressing your thumbs into the third eye, center of intuition, center of knowledge. You need that. Trust yourself. Trust your knowledge. And gently lift the gaze to the ceiling as you blink your eyes open. Feet together, bow forward, sealing into our practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming and practicing with me on this Wednesday morning. It means a lot to me. Thanks for being here. Please leave a couple comments, feedbacks. Let me know what you guys like to work on. Is there any postures you like to work on? It was nice and sweaty today for me for sure. And this little shed, it gets a little heated sometimes. So hopefully you guys having a safe and great day out there. And we still have a giveaway, an eco giveaway going on. I haven't been posting too much about it because of everything that's going on in the world, but it's still going on. In fact, we're gonna probably extend it for a little bit longer. When things are calmer, we can focus on different things in life. Until then, just have a safe and awesome day. Thank you guys.